If you made a couple of $1 million over the span of a decade and then lost almost everything, what would you do? How would you rebuild your life? How would you rebuild your confidence, your finances, your identity? Because honestly, that's the position I find myself in right now. And to be fully transparent with you, it's one of those weirdest emotional places I've ever been in. Part of me is scared because I generally don't know how this story will end or play out. Part of me is depressed because rebuilding your life after 40 years is humbling, frustrating, to be honest, especially when you know what it feels like to have won before. But another part of me is also excited because even though I lost money, I gained knowledge, I gained wisdom, a new perspective, I gained a lot of new high value skills and a completely different understanding of where the economy is heading. So the way I see it, it should take me half the time to achieve the success that it took me years ago. And in this video, I want to walk you through my exact blueprint. It's not a theory, it's not motivation, I'm not a guru. What I'm talking about is a real plan. The businesses, the strategy, the mindset shifts, the income goals, the skills that I'm learning, the systems that I'm building, literally everything. But what makes this really different is this. I'm not teaching this from the top of a mountain.
1,000 feet in the air. There's literally clouds on our campsite. Actually trying to do this. You go, yay!
I need to explain what I've been doing the last few years, because without understanding that part, none of the next chapter or everything I'm going to discuss with you kind of won't make sense. All right, so my phase one was this. I disappeared to rebuild myself. The first thing I did was step away. I stepped away from people, from the noise, from the pressure, from constantly trying to perform or show face. I just needed clarity. I wanted to be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually just free of any ambiguity. Because truthfully, there was just so much happening internally and externally in my life that it just became very overwhelming for me. And for the very first time in a long time, I just had to stop pretending and lying to myself and lying that everything was okay, because it wasn't. So I had to let go. I really had to let go of everything. And most importantly, I had to let go of my ego, which was very, very hard. Because when you've been successful for a very long time, your ego wants to protect that image of who you used to be, because nobody wants to feel like they failed or feel like a failure. But deep down, I knew I needed to be honest with myself. I had to forgive people. But even harder than that, I had to forgive myself. And if I'm being real with you, that was probably the hardest part of this entire journey. Accepting that I made mistakes, accepting that I didn't know as much as I thought I did, accepting that I ignored all the signs, accepting that some of my own decisions led me there. And that's painful, because I realized failure doesn't define you, staying down does. So I started rebuilding internally, praying, meditating, counseling, reading affirmations, visualizations, goal setting, you name it. I went back to school. I went back to books I used to read years ago, books on business, psychology, finance, leadership, money, spirituality, relationships, and slowly something started to change and shift inside of me. The fear that was gripping me, crippling me, started to decrease slowly. The anxiety started to calm down. I gained clarity. I started seeing opportunities again. Most importantly, I started believing again. Now, to be clear, I'm not starting from zero. I have a lot of experience, but I realize experience alone isn't enough anymore. You have to evolve. That's exactly what I'm doing. Now, before I break down the actual numbers and goals, there are two principles I need you to understand. Number one, experimental. Nothing is fully set in stone. The only thing that cannot change is the vision. But the strategy, the tools, the vehicles, the methods, those may evolve constantly. Because life changes, technology changes, markets change. You have to stay adaptable. And number two, most things probably won't work out the first time. To be honest, a lot of what we try may fail. But that's okay, because success is usually built on multiple failed attempts, stacked on top of each other. Nobody talks about all the times they missed. We only look at the time they did hit. You don't need everything to work. You just need one thing to hit hard enough to change your life. And lastly, the how isn't and always my job. My job is to prepare, learn, take action, stay disciplined, walk by faith, and stay aligned. Just allow God to direct. So step one is this: rebuilding my mind. So before money, before business, before success, I have to rebuild myself, because if my mind stays broken, no amount of money will fix my life. So one of the first things I started working on was alignment, because I realized something. Every emotional state has a frequency. Fear has one, confidence has one, abundance has one, depression has one. And for a long time, I was stuck in survival mode. So I created something called faith frequencies. Basically, it combines affirmations, scriptures, music, sound therapy, gratitude, and frequency-based audio to help me stay mentally focused and spiritually grounded every day. Now, some people may think that sounds crazy, but honestly, when your mind has been under duress and stress for years, you realize how important protecting your mental environment really is. Because if your internal world is chaotic, your external life eventually follows suit. Step 2 is to fix my bad habits. The next thing I realized was my habits were terrible. Sleeping late, no structure, poor routines, overworking, not eating consistently healthy, not going to the gym consistently, not managing my time properly, and eventually I had to confront something uncomfortable. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. If I can't manage the small things daily, how can I expect to manage millions of dollars responsibly? So I've started rebuilding my habits intentionally, and to help me stay accountable, I built an app called Habitual to track my routines and daily behaviors. But I built it because I genuinely needed a system to help me rebuild consistency. Now, step 3 is rebuilding my finances, because one thing I learned the hard way is this: if you don't control your money will control you, or your inner desires will control you. So I've started tracking my income, my expenses, my debts, my assets, liabilities, cash flow, everything. Doesn't matter if I'm getting $1 coming in or if I'm getting 10,000 coming in, I have to track it from now. Because clarity removes anxiety. And again, I built a system for myself called Focus Cash Flow to help me stay organized and on top of my finances. Step 4 is living as my future self. Probably one of the best and most exciting apps. I really love this one. The next part might sound strange to a lot of people, but from business experience and achieving success in my life, this holds so true. This is probably one of the most powerful concepts and mindset shifts that I will ever share with you. Now, I realized when I was successful before, I naturally expected good things to happen. I visualized abundance constantly. I believed bigger things were possible. But after losing so much financially, I noticed something and I felt something change inside of me. And I started expecting struggle, not directly, but indirectly. Just the fear that something's coming into my hands, just the fear I'm going to self-sabotage it. I don't know if you kind of get what I'm trying to say. Because even when opportunities came, and I had a lot, I would subconsciously somehow push them away and just let it slip out of my hand. And as that happened, during those periods when things would come in my hands and leave, honestly, when I sat down, I couldn't really sit down and think clearly, see myself win. I literally didn't have a mental picture of me winning. And that, guys, is very dangerous. Because if you cannot mentally picture a better future for yourself, your actions, your vibrations, your alignment, you're giving off to the universe, and what you're giving off to God, you're not going to receive those things. Even if your mouth says it, but your heart doesn't believe it, it will never happen. Because unconsciously, you're going to stay connected to survival. So I started intentionally right now, imagining the future version of myself, like deliberately. I imagine myself debt free. I am debt free. I am financially secure. I am peaceful. I am healthy. I'm disciplined. I'm abundant. And not just imagining it vaguely. Right now, I'm actually experiencing it here, and I'm experiencing it here. I'm even looking at properties as we speak. I'm test driving cars. I'm talking to accountants. I'm planning investments. I'm visualizing my future. I'm visualizing business structures, visualizing new relationships, how I'm going to treat my woman, things I'm going to do for her, where I'm going to take her, places I want to experience with my kids, where I want to travel with my kids, how I want to teach my kids, investments I want to set up for them, tangible things, not from desperation, but from expectation. Because right now, I need to emotionally reconnect with abundance again. Now, here are my actual financial plan. Now let's talk numbers. My income goal number 1 is AI marketing and consulting. This is my main focus, is either to land a high-level AI marketing role or build 3 to 5 strong business clients. The type of work I want to focus on will include AI systems, content creation, marketing strategy, SEO, PPC ads, AI automation, and consulting. Personally, I put a goal and a target here for $65,000 to $75,000 base income, plus commissions and performance-based earnings. In long term, I want this category producing about $200K plus annually based off of my efforts. My income goal number 2 comes from YouTube. This right here is one of the biggest long-term opportunities because content scales, and once content starts working, it can work for you for years. So right now I have 3 channels: Mr. Wealth Answer, MWA Music, and Mark Answer TV. My immediate goal is to grow this channel, Mr. Wealth Answer, to 10K per month, then reinvest the profits into editors, automation, production systems, softwares, products and services, and help scale my channels and other digital marketing opportunities. My commitment moving forward is simple: minimum 1 video every other day consistently. My income goal number 3 is digital products, apps, and communities. This won't be my primary focus right now, but over time, as the audience grows and business relationships grow, I know opportunities will naturally come. Apps, memberships, affiliate partnerships, courses, communities, and eventually this specific category to earn us about 100K to 250K as a business annually. My income goal number 4 is trading and investing. This is my long-term wealth building vehicle. The plan is simple: start with capital, grow it steadily, stay disciplined, compound over time, then move profits into long-term assets and dividend or income producing investments like real estate, like rental income, dividends, and other stuff like that. Nothing flashy, just consistency, because real wealth usually comes from patience and compounding. Now, my final thoughts are this. At the end of the day, guys, this entire journey is just really about one thing: rebuilding my life intentionally. Not by accident, not sitting there waiting for something to happen good for me, but making it happen. Not being emotional about it, not being impulsive about it, but being intentional. I've written down the vision, I've made it plain, I've made it known on tablets, set the goals, I've created the systems, I've taken 2 years to build the infrastructure, I've set up my daily action plan, and now comes the hard part: execution. And that's where I am right now. And honestly, I have no idea exactly how this story ends, but that's what makes it exciting. But I do know one thing: I refuse to stay down. I refuse to lose. And I refuse to settle. So over the next year, I'm going to document it all. I'm going to show my wins, my failures, breakthroughs, lessons, all of it. And let's see what God will do. Maybe one day we'll look back at this video that I'm creating at this time and we'll laugh at it. Hopefully you'll be rich with me, sipping on some pina colada, on vacation somewhere in Maldives or Fiji. Who knows? And we will reminisce how crazy this season of life was. But for now, this is day 1 of the rebuild. So if you're rebuilding with me too, subscribe and join me on this journey. And in the comments, tell me what you're trying to rebuild in your life right now. I do appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.